Hi, this is Mary, and today I'm going to be showing you how to go from this to this, just using eyeshadow. We're gonna do your eyes, eyebrows, highlighting, contouring, and your lips. So let's get started. So we're going to start off doing your eyes with eyeshadow. That's the original point of eyeshadow, but we're going to do more with it later. So I want to start off with L'Oreal Magic Perfecting Base. This is actually a face primer. You could use an eyeshadow primer, but preferably I really like this one. It's very smooth. And the point of the primer is to keep your makeup on for a very long time. So I'm actually going to take this Wet n Wild Color Icon Ferga-Vicious palette, and it actually has everything that you'll need. So we're going to start off with this light lavender color. I'm bringing it down just a little past my eyelid to the corner here, so it'll be able to peek out just a little bit. So next we are going to use this second color here, which is kind of like a dark, deep purple with a little bit of shimmer, and you're going to use that in the crease of your eye. Using a dark color in your crease creates depth, so it looks like your eyes are standing out more. So now what we're going to do is take this third color. It's a shimmery gray, like a charcoal gray, and what we're going to use it with is in the corner of your eye. We're going to make a V shape. I'm always tapping the side of this because it's something called fallout, and when you get eyeshadow on your brush and you try to put it directly on your eye, sometimes it'll fall right here and then you get all these speckles and it's really hard to get off, especially if you just did your foundation. So what you can do is get the eyeshadow that you need and dab off the excess. Now I'm taking a thicker blending brush and just blending out all the harsh edges. Blend them up because it creates kind of a gradient effect from the lightness of your skin and your brow bone area to the eyeshadow. I'm going to take this last black color, it's just a matte black, and I'm going to do a little bit in the corner of my eye. Now I'm going to go back with this brush, the blending brush, and blend out the black just a little bit. We're done with the eyeshadow. Yeah! We're done with the eyelid eyeshadow. Okay, and next we are going to use a, wow, I just sounded like a robot. Okay, so next we're gonna use a black liquid eyeliner. I'm going to use Almay because I love it. So it's just in plain black, and here we go. I don't want to use too much eyeliner or mascara because the eyeshadow is so dark and you don't want to overpower your whole eyes. So you're just like, I got punched in the eye. So I'm going to use Maybelline Colossal Cat Eyes to give you some cat eyes. I'm just going to use it on the top of my eyelashes and on the outside. Does it look like I have cat eyes now? So we are done with the eyes. Another thing you can use your eyeshadow for is to define your eyebrows. Now with this look, I'm not going to do my eyebrows too dark, so I'm taking a small angled brush and I'm using this extremely random eyeshadow, Medessa. You definitely can't buy this at Sephora. This is probably some $3 awesome stuff. I'm gonna take this dark brown matte eyeshadow, and I always like to start with the corner of my eyebrow because if you start here you can make them too dark and it looks like you just have like bricks on your face. Another thing is that I do like to use eyeshadow on my eyebrows sometimes because people like to use liquid or cream, but then I think that it looks like you just like have painted on eyes or eyebrows, and I kind of like to look like a human. When you are going in to do the part closer to your nose, you don't want to take the eyeshadow or whatever product you're using and put it directly like in this whole area. It will look too dark. You totally can, but I'm not gonna do that. Start from the bottom here, and when I'm going along all of this area is to pull the excess up because you don't want it too dark. Eyeshadow for your eyebrows? Don't done. Another thing we can do with eyeshadow is highlighting and contouring. If you don't know what contouring is, basically when you take a dark color or eyeshadow in this case, you can pretend that there are shadows on your face and you can use a lighter color to bring out features on your face. We're going to use this dark brown here and create some shadows on my nose. I do have a crooked nose. I don't know if anybody can tell. See, this side kind of goes out a little bit and this doesn't very much. So we're gonna try to fix that without Photoshop and without plastic surgery. We're gonna go down the sides here. It looks a little scary at first. And we're done. No, I'm totally kidding. So we actually are going to blend this out just a little bit. I use my fingers because I've tried to use a brush before and I just don't think that it blends very well. If you use a cream, it will blend better with a brush. But an important thing about doing contouring is that you want to blend downward, like where a shadow would fall if you are doing the dark colors. So instead of bringing this in and just kind of rubbing it everywhere, I want to bring this down the sides of my nose because what we're going to eventually do is bring the front of my nose outward just a little bit. The one hard thing about contouring your cheeks with eyeshadow is that the size doesn't really fit. So I'm taking this contour brush. So that's all it took. As my highlight, I'm continuing with that same brush. It's this like really white, light pink, and I'm just gonna use that as a highlight instead. The last thing about contouring is I have a really big forehead. So what we're gonna do to try to make that kind of look a little bit smaller is more contouring, because right now I kind of look like an alien. So we want to narrow this top part of my face. Done. Another thing you can do with eyeshadow is put it on your lips. Combine it with Vaseline, or we have Aquaphora. You can get that at basically any drugstore and it lasts you forever. I'm just gonna scoop some on the back of my lip brush, putting it on my hand. So I'm gonna take this pink color here and I'm gonna scratch some of it with the back of this, blend it together. It looks almost kind of just like a plain lip gloss with a little bit of color because of the dark eye. So you just created this entire look just using eyeshadow, and you could go out and buy all these different products, but if you just have eyeshadow, then you could do this too. Thanks for watching, bye.